Cancer, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy here at the Renaissance Tarot, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear Cancer, I'm going to be doing your reading from September 15th to the 21st. And in this reading, I'm going to take a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the main challenge, clarify all the cards, and get some final advice for you. First and foremost, dear Cancer, I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here onto the channel. Thank you so much for your beautiful presence and for your kind words as well. I see you, I hear you, and I greatly appreciate you. So let's see what's going on for you, my dear Cancer-licious. You know, it's like one of those mornings when you wake up and you feel like the fall season is already here, because like I'm in Nevada, right? You just want to go and get that pumpkin spice latte. All right. And I'm doing your reading first this morning. Actually, I was going to do it last night, but I was like, no, I'll do it early in the morning. Oh, the Lovers. Okay. Okay, that hasn't come out in a while. Okay, so your challenge, dear Cancer, is the Strength. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Pentacles, followed by the Eight of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. Your challenge here has to do a lot with the Strength, which is about, it embodies the energy of you really recognizing who you are. You really getting back to yourself, because Cancer, you're someone that you have a lot of resilience within you. You know, as a water sign, someone that is very deeply caring and nurturing, it takes a lot of strength to do that, right? Excuse me. Sorry. It takes a lot of strength to do that. So I strongly feel like here that for many of you, even, I don't know if it's like the morning thing that I'm coughing, but if it's, you know, I don't know why it's been happening a few times recently. It's just because maybe I feel like a lot of you need to really speak your truth. You need to speak positive affirmations for your life. You need to speak life to yourself. And we're going to see why is this your challenge? Maybe some of you are in a situation right now with a specific person. Could be a Leo. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Capricorn. Could be an Aquarius, okay? Scorpio. There is a situation here that you're wanting to really find your strength within yourself to move forward. And we're going to see what this has to do a lot with it. Now, in the recent past, you have the World, the Six of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. Very interesting combination. So in the recent past, it looks like there was an ending. Like straight out of the gate, there was an ending. Something ended between you and another person, and then they came back. Okay, I'm seeing here an ending and a reconciliation. The World card here talks about a cycle that was closed off. Somebody came back into your life with the Six of Cups, and then they walked away again. Right? We're all transparency. The cards are all in front of you, my beautiful Cancer. So someone here, you know, there was a lot of instability, a lot of on and off energy. Okay, I'm getting here that it affected you big time. Maybe that's the reason why you're really trying to, you know, make a decision here. We're going to clarify this shortly. In the present moment, dear Cancer, you have the Moon, the Star, and the Two of Wands. The Moon, okay, has been following us, especially we just had the full moon in Pisces and the lunar eclipse. So a lot of you are standing at the crossroads, okay? The Two of Wands is about a decision that needs to be made. It talks about your future, which direction you want to move forward to. A lot of you are very hopeful for the future, which is great. And I think, you know, you're also starting to realize that it's not just about being hopeful, but there is also some sort of an action you want to take, okay? Just don't rush into it yet. And then we have the Moon. You might want to take some sort of an action, whether you want to proceed forward and to detach from this situation and just to fully focus on yourself, but you still have a lot of, you have some anxiety within yourself, you know, what if I detach and what if I focus on myself and we never get back together? I know the feeling. We're going to talk about this shortly. I got you. So in the near future, dear Cancer, you have the Temperance, the Lovers, and the Four of Cups. So in the near future, I do see here potentially harmonizing the situation. The Temperance is all about alchemizing. It's about, you know, wanting to blend in basically two different perspectives together and make the best out of this. So there is a potential, there is love in the near future for you, but this is gonna require, whether it's you or the other side, I feel like it's more on the other side, to open up and not be closed off, because someone here closed off, someone here walked away, and I think that this is the reason why you're really wanting to decide in the present moment, how do you approach to this situation? Because at the bottom of the deck, dear Cancer, you have the Knight of Pentacles, followed by the Page of Wands and the Four of Pentacles, right? There could be an age difference between you and this person, and the Knight of Pentacles here talks about, if you're gonna move forward with this connection and into this relationship, there is no need to rush. There is no need to really worry in terms of, how is this going to happen? I think what matters here is you not to rush into it and have a practical plan. Why? Because a lot of you are thinking about the future nowadays. You're thinking like a year ahead, 5 years ahead, 10 years ahead. Like, how are you going to end up with this person? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, could be also an Aries. How you want to end up with this person? Where do you want to live? So you want some sort of a practicality with this when it comes to this person, because you don't want to be just hanging up there, and then just somebody here being closed up. So let's get into your reading and let's clarify. So I'm going to clarify your challenge, which is the strength. Do you know what card just came out? The Chariot. That's you. Like, literally, you've got to be kidding me. This is you. This is the card of a Cancer. It just literally flipped out. The Emperor and the Ten of Swords. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you could be dealing with an Aries here, right? I think that there was a painful ending, like what I said, right, in the recent past, and then you have the Judgment here. So there is a major realization that you're having in the present moment, dear Cancer. You are wanting to basically overcome this feeling of betrayal. Maybe some of you haven't been able to really get back together to this person. And there is, I'm seeing here you might have even dealt with someone that has a very strong personality, or someone here might be a little bit hot-headed. Whatever the situation here is, I feel like there's something ended, a painful cycle, right? The Ten of Swords. Something here ended very painfully, and this is the reason why the strength is your challenge, and you have been really wanting to find the strength within your beautiful heart to move forward. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Judgment and the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Okay, let me explain what this means. If you've been watching my readings, you'll learn a lot about tarot as well, right? So many of you, dear Cancers, are really, really contemplating in the present moment with the Seven of Pentacles, the Judgment, Ace of Cups. Is it worth my investment? Is it worth my time? It doesn't mean you don't love this person. It's just that you're really asking yourself this question. Is it really worth my investment? Should I really go forward or not and offer a brand new beginning to this person? This is the reason why in the present moment you are being asked not to rush into making any decisions. I do feel like that you really truly care for this person, and you have a lot of, you do hold a lot of space for this person in your heart. But I think that whatever ended in the past, which I'm going to clarify shortly, it really, made you feel this way with the Ten of Swords, okay? Kind of like being betrayed and this sense of like backstabbed. And I'm sending you a big hug, my dear cutie patootie, looking all this so good. Now, in the recent past, let's get into the recent past real quick. So the World. Something ended. Okay, the World card, it's the last card in Major Arcana. Six of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. Okay, so I feel like that one of the reasons why, this situation ended in the recent past is because somebody here was not prioritizing you. With the Seven of Cups and the Six of Pentacles, there is an energy here of someone probably, not being able to really provide you what you really needed. It was not an equal give and take exchange energy. I'm also getting curious, like you just did not want to settle for breadcrumbs. Whatever the situation was, you just felt like that it just was not really fulfilling for you. And someone here might have even tried to keep their options open, and that's something that you don't want. Like, my Venus is in Cancer. Also, I'm a quadruple Leo, right? North Node in Scorpio. Like, I really, really like like monogamy, commitment, just committed relationship. I'm a very family-oriented guy. You know what I'm saying? So the Six of Cups here in the recent past, someone here came back. Why? Of course they would come back to you, Cancer. Yeah. There was a reunion between you and this person with the Three of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like whoever you separated from, dear Cancer, this person might have tried to go out there, try to explore their options, but you know, they realized that whoever they met, there was not enough stability. Okay, this person in their other connections with whoever they were encountering, there was not enough stability in those connections. This is the reason why this person wanted to come back. I'm also getting here for some of you, there could have been some sort of financial situation involved as well. King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, like financial matters. Maybe some of you were dealing with that as well. Now, Eight of Cups is, again, like walking away. Someone here disconnecting. So Eight of Cups is clarified by the King of Wands, the World, and the Empress. Yeah, could have dealt with the Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So again, there was a cycle that closed up. Like literally, this is insane. The cards have been coming up so on point, and I'm sure you're a very spiritual person that you're watching this. You know tarot cards. Okay, so a cycle closed up between you and another person. I'm getting here someone still contemplated about coming back to you, but they did not really take any action. That's why the King of Wands is looking towards the past. Again, to the Six of Cups. Maybe there was an attempt to actually come back to you, and some of you maybe raise your bar and you said, raise your frequency, and you said, you know what, match my frequency, then we're gonna have a talk. You know what I mean? And you started tapping into your divine feminine energy. I know there is a lot of male Cancers watching divine masculine energy, which means like you started pouring into yourself, Cancer, because you said, how long am I going to be pouring into somebody else's cup when this person is not meeting me equally? You know what I mean? So in the present moment, the Moon, the Star, and the Two of Wands, deep down within your heart, you do hope and wish things to change with this person, but at the same time, you're basically standing at the crossroads with the Two of Wands. You're standing in front of I'm seeing here like two doors for you, like you have to decide whether you want to go this way or that way. Detachment is what I'm getting. Look at this. I'm getting goosebumps right now. I just cannot. The Two of Swords. Two of Swords. It's about what exactly what I was just saying with my words. Standing, do you want to go this way or do you want to go that way? I'm tapped into your reading. Knight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. You want to, and I'm clarifying the Moon, by the way. So, dear Cancer, let's have a chat, honey. You are at a point in your life where you're really, really realizing that, look, Knight of Cups is you. Cancer energy, Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is a stable offer that you want to make to a person, to the person, right? And you're really asking yourself this question, is this the right time for me? Should I really take any action or should I not take any action? Because Knight of Cups, you know, you're not someone that really rushes into things, but you do care very deeply. And sometimes it's difficult for you to disinvest your energy and your heart out of a situation that you have been very much invested in for quite some time. And this is the reason why in the present moment, you know, you're asking yourself this question, which direction am I gonna go to? And there is the Hanged Man. Some of you are going through some sort of a spiritual awakening also, and you're looking at this situation as an opportunity to actually glow up and level up. And also, it's a different perspective, it's a paradigm shift. Now, the Star is clarified by the Moon again, the Two of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. So here is the thing, you literally, it's like you either want to go this way, you either want to go that way. The reason why, you know, you're in a little bit of indecisiveness right now is because the Moon, and we just had the Moon, and you are very much connected to the Moon, and also your ruling planet Venus, which is the planet of like pleasure, family, relationships, right? Romance. So I feel like that a lot of you, you know, you just don't want to end up in a place where you were abandoned. You know, Five of Pentacles, abandonment, right? This is the reason why you want to make sure that you're not rushing into making any decisions with this specific person. And it's requiring you a lot of strength, you know? Now, the Two of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. I think you're becoming very clear. The Queen of Wands is you. You could have even some Leo in your birth chart somewhere. and then this is what I'm clarifying. Okay, you're becoming extremely clear, Cancer, on the type of love you want to have, whether it's this person, whether it's a new person. There is a lot of clarity that's coming up for you. Even, and maybe you say, I don't have that, but this is, tarot is very multidimensional. I just really energetically, deeply feel that's what's coming in for you. Okay, becoming very clear and very specific on which direction you want to move forward to. And I feel like that when it comes to love, you want someone who is going to embody the king energy, the queen energy, that's going to be equivalent to you. That's going to be actually matching your frequency, your energy. And you have the death card at the bottom of the deck. This is a metamorphosis. This is a transformation. Something is massive transforming in your life, Cancer. Because I feel like a lot of you might have even settled a little bit, you might have settled for too less in the past and you're not doing that anymore. This is a weekly reading, but it's just, it is speaking to me on a very larger scale for you. And I hope that this makes sense and it will resonate for some of you. The Temperance in the near future is clarified by the Hierophant, Page of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man, and the Four of Swords. There is a lot of healing that's happening in the present moment, and I do see here for many of you, you could either attract a brand new person, or you could also have an opportunity to have a recommitment coming in from this individual. The reason why I'm saying this is because the Four of Swords is healing, and I think this healing has to do a lot with you, honestly. It could be you might have even showed your person, look, you need to get some therapy. You need to do some inner work within yourself and heal your inner child and heal your, mother wounds and things like that, your family dysfunctional issues before you come and want to be in a relationship with me. So I feel like that a lot of you with the Temperance here, you don't want no war. Even if you're going to walk away from this person, let's say, for example, you still want peace. The Temperance is someone that actually is all about patience and it's all about peace. And it's also blended. It's an alchemical process, right? Blending in from one cup to another. It means let's make the best out of this situation, because if we're going to end up being together, there is going to be certain prerequisites. You can't just be constantly walking away or in and out and on and off. Now, the Lovers is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Five of Wands. Again, family dynamic for you is very important, Cancer. Family dynamic is very important, and like I said, you don't want no war. What do you see? What do you see into the Five of Wands? This one right here. There is a lot of fight and argument going on, right? The Seven of Wands, challenges, and the Ten of Cups. Now, do things happen? Yes. Do hiccups happen? Of course. But Dr. Joe Dispenza says relationships are not a lot of work. Like relationships, they can have certain things, but it's, the person, when there is so much love on both ends and there is so much understanding, it just flows so smoothly. Like, it doesn't have to be that much work. You know what I mean? And this is the reason why in the near future you are redefining. You are being very specific that, look, if we're going to go this way or we're going to go that way, we need to make sure that we're on the same page. Because there has been differences, maybe cultural differences, age differences, differences of opinions, right? So this is the reason why you're redefining that. And the Four of Cups here in the near future, I feel like that you could be saying, look, if you try to come back again, or if there's an attempt to be back into my life, I will not accept that offer until, this or that, until you meet the requirements. So the Four of Cups is clarified by the King of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Tower. Yeah, there is a major shift, there is a major transformation, and a lot of you are also embracing the fact, honestly, this is why the strength is your challenge, dear Cancer. You are gaining that resilience, that tenacity, and the strength within you to say, you know what, even if this is going to end, even if there's going to be a tower moment, I'm going to move on, even though it may not be the best thing. But you know what? Everything always works out in my favor, because you are becoming, with the King of Swords, cutthroat, very straight to the point. We're not sugarcoating anything here. We're becoming very specific. Which direction is this connection gonna go? Is this relationship gonna go? you know, because the tower moment, first of all, what do you see up there? That's a frequency, right? You know, if you have been watching some of the videos for the collective, I've been talking about frequency recently, and I'm going to talk more about those things. There is a shift that's happening in your life, and it's unavoidable. You know, I think it's your crown chakra, it's your spirituality. There is just a major understanding that if a foundation is not built on mutual trust and respect, then it cannot just sustain. Somebody here needs to change. And I think that you're someone, you are taking the accountability to change what you really need to change within yourself, because nobody's perfect and everyone is on a healing journey. But I feel like that you are also, you know, not wanting to, you don't want to get pulled back into a connection where it may kind of affect you on a very deep level. You know what I mean? Like that it's going to kind of like pull you down. So let's see what is the advice, dear Cancer. Very interesting reading. Actually, I do like it. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, Four of Swords, and the Three of Swords. All right, so Cancer, the pain has been there, and I'm sending you a big hug, okay? The disappointment, the pain, the heartbreak, okay, all of that has happened there. But you are also starting to embody the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is someone that is very, very resilient. Okay, that energy, king or queen, you take it as a resonance, is very steadfast and resilient and tenacious. So it's all about your stability, okay? You want to make sure that you are not putting yourself back into a connection where your stability is going to get jeopardized and you're going to, you know, end up with the Three of Swords energy. That's the advice here for you. And the strength here is talking about the resilience and also you being able to take charge of a situation and take control of a situation in a way that, you know, you're not overlooked, underlooked. You are who you are, you know. You stand up on your business and you stand on your ground, and you're not just going to sit here and entertain on and off unstable stuff. If that's, you know, if they really want to be with you, if they truly, truly want to work things out with you, which I do see here them, you know, taking the time to really take some action towards that, then that's the way that's going to lead this relationship to work out between you and this person. Otherwise, you are someone that you are literally like moving on, and like I said again, you're redefining what truly matters for you when it comes to love and relationships, okay? And that's a good thing. So dear Cancer, thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate you. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.